Hello, everyone. Welcome to NDISCO'S Village Meeting Podcast. Hmm. How you all doing? Okay. So this is your hostess, or host, like some people will call me, Dr. Maslin and M.OPARAOJI, leading you through today's discussions. I always share that when we bring topics out here to share with you guys, it's because it's been prompted by way of discussion or by questions from our young ones, our women, old and young, um, and everybody else, and including the men. So what we bring out here are things we talked about a little bit and see what you think about it. Okay. You may have an opinion, and that's great. So share it with us if you do have. Again, this is where we ask you to please subscribe, give stars, show us that you are enjoying that. I feel that few of you are very interested in it. I hear you tell me on the streets or by writing that you appreciate and you enjoy what I put out there. And some of you have endeavored to subscribe, sorry. But some people are still holding back. I getting increased number of followers, which is great. But let us put it into kind of subscription and stuff. So today, um, this is something that I have been accused of a whole lot, and for a long time, and I don't have apologies for that. But today, because it's come up again, and some people feel to ask that question deeply, and so as to know if there's anything that they can do to follow suit. So today we're talking about smiling. Okay. um, I will add also laughing. Um, the reason why I bring this up is everybody keeps asking, why are you always smiling? Why don't you have a bad moment? Don't you have bad times? We all do. I'm human. We all do. Those who smile do. But they don't really allow any bad moment to bring them down for so long. You're gonna skip off, out of that. So when people accuse you of smiling too much, like I am accused, what do you do? Should you care? Are you going to stop? Heck no. I will say that. And because there are so many benefits to smiling, and it's part of you. And if you haven't started smiling or you don't smile, maybe it's time for you to like wake up, smell the coffee, smile. There are reasons why smiling, is good for all of us. First of all, it's a free gift. You don't have to buy it. Um, there is nothing as good as, just flashing what God has given you free of charge. If you had rotten teeth or crooked teeth, or missing ones, one could understand you're still smiling, but maybe closing it up. But if you have been endowed with it may not be the perfect set of teeth in the world, but even if there are people who smile with their eyes, with their lips, without opening their mouth, you do that. Some of us also love the idea of laughing, the laughter, not just the, push back the lips laugh, the one that comes from, you feel yourself, your stomach heaving from the effect of laughter. It's contagious. And some people have rings to that the moment you hear the ringing in their laughter, you start laughing wherever you are without even seeing the person. They may even be on a video or on TV. And you don't even, know when you start doing that. It's a reflex, you know, to so many. I mean, no matter how serious you can be, there are times when you need to really relax and share that warmth. Okay. So when you are accused of smiling too much or even um, laughing too much, should you take it as a bad thing? Should you take it personal as something a bad behavior you have to stop? No, I am of the opinion that nobody should stop you from doing that. Um, it reduces stress because it's been cited, and it's not just me saying it. Scientifically, it's been found to be a source of stress reduction. It elevates your mood because nobody is perfect, no timing is perfect. Sometimes you have people who, even during a loss of significant, sorry, life or any significant project, significant efforts you've made towards stuff, significant efforts that you've made towards your job, so many things, relationships and all that. Um, there are dips, ups and downs to those. So, but when that hits, some people feel sad, but other people, pull themselves by the boots of their traps and go to the next level. And that's what we call positive vibes. It's not only when you are down, but when you really feel good about yourself. Keep that positive vibe. You hear me say that all the time. Yes, we all have some kind of negative vibes once in a while, but to dwell in those or on those, it's what we are trying to tell you to get off of. Get into your positive vibes if you can. That is where life is. We also experience what we call the physical, goodness to this. You know, if you are alive and you are kicking and you're walking about, you're waking up, and that's a type of gratitude that you smile in gratitude to being alive. You are not sick, you're not down. Even when you're down or sick, some people smile. I've seen people who are in hospices where they keep people who are ready to die. They're still smiling through that bad period of their lives. So smiling doesn't make you less or take anything that much less away from what is going on. Excuse me, but it can lighten your mood. It can reduce, stress. Like I said, it can even prolong your life. Okay. Because when you start laughing, there is something called this feel good neurotransmitter that comes about, like the dopamine and the serotonin of the world that reduces the cortisol that makes you get on the other side of not so good. So it is of health benefit as well. Okay. So we talked about all that. And when you are feeling that good, you see that your pressure levels are at the low and you can handle anything at that time. Okay. It also enhances your immunity. They have talked about. Your immunity is the thing that you gotta get or you get over and you take seriously because when they are compromised, you hear of immunocompromising your health. When it is done, then you are on the other side of ill health. So you don't want that to happen. Okay. One other thing it does is to, social bonding. When you smile at people, especially at strangers you don't meet, or you're just walking about and you smile at somebody and wave at somebody, it opens you up to others, not in a bad way. Of course, there's always limit as to how close you get to people. But the most important thing here is that you are making yourself, approachable to others. Have you ever, walked across somebody you didn't know and there's just hello and a smile? Even if they are frowning, they smile back. It is it's reciprocity of it all that makes it worth the while. So you smile at somebody or you laugh. They I never met them before. They smile back. That's the warmth. That's what we give to fellow humans. And when you are doing that, walking about, smiling at people, believe me, try it. Your confidence gets boosted. You are walking as if you own the world, even if you don't. At that moment, you are actually at the lowest bit of life. You smile and it lifts you up from everything else. Okay. It makes you more attractive. You may be the ugliest duckling around, but the moment you smile, it makes you attractive. People see you as trustworthy, actually. So there is nothing bad ever about smiling. There is actually no negative aspect to smiling. We must always keep smiling. Okay. Sometimes people ask me, those who accuse me of smiling, and they're like, when I strike a discussion with somebody I just met on the road, or we're waiting for a bus, we're waiting for taxis, or we are just sitting waiting for food. Um, People come about and you strike a conversation with this person with a smile. How are you doing? Hello. And the questions come from there. You may never meet this person again, but you have. So somebody's like, do you know this person? Have you met them before? I'm like, no, this is the first time I'm meeting them. But guess what? You never know. There could be at that moment you may have need help that they automatically will render without your knowing. I remember I was telling a story the other time about a travel where I couldn't find my credit cards or anything, and I was already at the coffee stand, and I was, just going through my purse, and there was a long line, and somebody behind me that I had, turned around to say hello, hi, smiled at, like, don't worry, I'll get that. I never met them before. And I promise to pay that forward to somebody else. So the smiles can open up to you, to the world, and open you up to the world and open the world up to you. That's what I am trying to share here. Um, and when we say that it increases your confidence, it doesn't mean that, hey, you are tougher than everybody else out there. No, it makes you feel good because before you can smile, you have that feel good in you. Nobody smiles out of the blues just like that, but it is coming from within. And we talk about that. That's why I say be happy, be you, do you. It's because it has to come from within. Okay. And one of the things I say to people, if you are not in the mood, if it is not genuine, don't do this. Because people can also, you know, um, um, observe or know fake smiles. And if you do fake smiles, it doesn't last long. It doesn't last long because you are doing something that you are not accustomed to. It gets tiring. And, it's when people just laugh, they smile just like that, and they close up. We see people do that. But genuine smile comes from deep within you. And you could be even walking by yourself and you're thinking about something and you're smiling by yourself. Somebody else may even think you're smiling at them. You're smiling by yourself and you go and remembering something in the past or, yet to happen. So keep enjoying that. So when next anybody asks you, uh, uh, why are you smiling? Ask them, why not? You try it. If you're not smiling, then you're not living. So should you care? Now ask them what maybe what irritates them about your smiling. I won't even ask that. If you don't like my smiling, stay away from me. But that's what it is all about. Your smile, it elongates your life because it's coming from within and it's helping your health aspect as well. So, um, again, that's our topic for today. And somebody, a young one, has asked, okay, if I don't know how to smile, I haven't started smiling. How do I go about doing that? How do I start doing or smiling? Well, I don't know if it's a learned trick or a learned aspect of life, I don't know if it's a trick, sorry, not learn trick. Yes, I don't know if it is a trick. It is not a trick. Smiling comes from within. So um, I will encourage people. This is what I say to them. Smile while you are stressed. It makes things come into perspective, I tell you. Uh, when you think, oh, at this point, life cannot go on, life is over, whatever is going on in your life at that time, actually, that's when you smile because it brings everything to the surface. Try smiling at yourself in the mirror. Do that. You know, you smile at yourself in the mirror, and sometimes you can even ask yourself a question, what are you looking at? I'm looking at myself, and I am asking myself questions. It's not crazy. It's just a way of knowing you are alive. Okay. So if you want to smile, see your smile, and that will really make you start going. And then if you have dressed up in the morning, look at yourself in the mirror and you feel good, you feel comfortable, you can conquer the world stepping out the door. Okay. Have you seen people also smile while talking on the phone? The person they are talking to is not seeing them, but they are smiling. It's still the feel good aspect to your living. It's again from the heart. You are feeling warm, either to the person you are talking to or the idea being talked about. Okay. You are on the phone, but you're smiling. Okay. Smile at strangers. I keep saying that. You never know. Some may never smile back at you, but it doesn't stop you from smiling. So you smile and you go. Sometimes it's for your own good. It may not be for the other person. But if they catch it, they might smile back and then they go their way, you go your way. And especially for some people who were frowning before you smile at them, some of them may be unconsciously picking up from you the good vibes. So they are going through something, they are mad at somebody, they are going, and the moment you smile at them, they don't even know. Sometimes it's reflex, they smile back. That changes their day, that changes their mood from there moving forward. Okay. When you're doing a daunting task, a tough task, something you think could be impossible, it's a big challenge. Oh, the best way to do is to smile through that, and you find answers that you don't even know you have in you by smiling through it. You could get up, do one or two things, come back, with that smile that you picked up from somewhere and come back to that challenge. Believe me, you'll be able to tackle that. When you win, and don't wait for it to be a big win. It could be a small win. It could be a big win. Smile. You earn that. You earn that. You've achieved something from the ordinary. You made effort and it came up good the other side. It's success. And what has success, quoted around this, it's quoted, in smiles, is the best feeling in the whole wide world. So smile. Whenever you achieve something, yeah, hooray, you see children do it. They dance, do their little dance and all that. That is, the smile coming from within. Okay. I have heard people say, smile before you sleep. You know, um, apart from the prayers that we say that we were taught from childhood, one of the things that we forget to do sometimes, and I have heard that many times, and I believe in that, is that you don't just ask, 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 ask. No matter what your faith is, whether you're Muslim, whether you are, a Buddhist or a Catholic, show gratitude. Somebody or something made you stay alive the whole day. You didn't die. Some people died and didn't cause an accident. You had something to eat. You had the food over a roof over your head. You have a bed to sleep on or something. Even if you don't have one, that you're alive and tomorrow could be better. End it with a smile. Thank you, Lord, for today. You are unbelievable, Lord. You are just awesome. Thank you. And that smile is for the gratitude of the things that have been given you or accorded you that you really may not have deserved due to so many reasons, but you had it. Okay. And again, I keep saying those smiles must be sincere. Some people could accuse you, and this happens. Oh, don't mind that person, just smile a fake smile. And all that. Hey, their problem, not yours. Okay. They cannot be happy for themselves. They cannot smile from within. Again, they are trying to place you in their own shoes of not being happy, of not going from inside them to bring out the best that they can offer the world. To for a moment try to reduce either stress or be feeling good about themselves. So when they accuse you of that, oh, it's a fake smile, or the smile, ignore them. It's side noise, like I call it. Okay. They wish they were you or they were in your place, but they can't be. They are in their own places, which could be even bigger or higher than yours. But because they don't know how to smile or to handle the effects of smile or the goodness of smiles, they then accuse you of smiling too much, smiling every time, or even laughing all the time. But this is where I always caution everybody: be you, do you, be happy, smile, and be grateful for that. Because there are people who can't even smile due to ill health or something. They try, but because some people have their faces that are frozen that they can't smile, but in their hearts they are smiling, and they smile with their eyes, you know, and you could see that. But for anybody else to tell you not to smile or to stop smiling because you're smiling too much, yeah, ignore them. They just don't get it, right? And when they don't get it, they don't get it. So keep smiling. And this is where we end today's episode. Series 3, episode 6, smiling. We got to smile. We must smile. We have been given the gift of smiles, and we got to exercise it. And on this note, I say thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Be good, be happy, keep smiling. Ciao. This is your hostess, Dr. Maslin and M.OPARAOJI, signing off from NDISCO'S Village Meeting Podcast. Bye bye.